Seo Ji Woo. Traits and abilities. Physical strength. Seo Ji Woo's physical strength is considerable, though not to the level of S-class hunters. He relies on a combination of speed and power in close-quarters combat. Speed and agility. Seo is highly agile, capable of dodging powerful attacks and quickly striking at his opponents. His reflexes are honed through years of hunting monsters, making him a fast and unpredictable opponent. Versatility in combat. Seo's most notable trait is his ability to adapt to different combat situations. He can switch between ranged and close combat effortlessly, making him difficult to predict. Strengthened by system. Seo Ji Woo's system allows him to increase his abilities over time. This means that while he may start a fight at a certain strength level, his potential growth in battle allows him to improve mid-fight, giving him a considerable advantage against opponents who cannot adapt as quickly. Weaknesses. Stamina limitations. While Seo is resilient, he is not immortal. His stamina has limits, and prolonged battles can cause him to tire. Lack of magic or psychic abilities. Seo doesn't have psychic or magical powers, which limits his options against enemies with such abilities. Usuzumi Hinageshi. Traits and abilities. Psychic manipulation. Usuzumi's primary power is her ability to control minds and manipulate thoughts. She can create illusions that deceive her enemies, making them see things that aren't there or causing them to act against their will. Illusions and telekinesis. She can create illusions that disorient her opponent, making it difficult for them to distinguish between reality and the false environment she creates. In addition, her telekinesis can manipulate objects and people, giving her control over the environment in which the battle takes place. Mental control. Usuzumi can manipulate an opponent's actions by exerting control over their thoughts. She can cause them to hesitate, lose focus, or even act irrationally, making them vulnerable to attack. Tactical mastery. Usuzumi is a master strategist, using her psychic abilities to make decisions and outsmart her opponents. She's adept at reading the battlefield and creating openings for herself or manipulating her enemies into making mistakes. Weaknesses. Physical fragility. Usuzumi is not physically strong and would likely struggle in hand-to-hand combat. Dependence on mental focus. Usuzumi's abilities are concentration-based. If her focus is disturbed, her powers may become less effective. Vulnerable to physical attacks. Despite her psychic abilities, Usuzumi can be overpowered physically if her mind control doesn't work. Trait comparison. Seo Ji Woo. Physical strength, moderate to high, strong, but not overwhelming. Speed, high, agile, quick in combat. Intelligence, high, adaptable, quick learner. Offensive power, high, blows can deal heavy damage. Defensive power, moderate, good reflexes, average durability. Combat style, versatile, ranged, close quarters combat. Special abilities, system-based growth, increased abilities. Usuzumi Hinageshi. Physical strength, low, physically weak, relies on psychic powers. Speed, moderate, enhanced by psychic abilities. Intelligence, very high, psychic tactician, strategic. Offensive power, moderate, relies on psychic abilities for offense. Defensive power, moderate, relies on illusions and control. Combat style, manipulative, psychic manipulation, illusions. Special abilities, mind control, illusions, telekinesis. Fight analysis. Phase 1, Initial Engagement. Seo Ji Woo will likely start the battle with a direct assault, trying to use his speed and strength to overwhelm Usuzumi early on. He will close the gap quickly to prevent her from utilizing her psychic powers effectively. Usuzumi, knowing she is physically weak, will attempt to avoid direct confrontation. She will use her illusions to disorient Seo, possibly making him attack empty spaces or believe he is facing multiple enemies. Phase 2, Psychic Manipulation. As the fight progresses, Usuzumi will likely ramp up her mind control and illusions, trying to confuse Seo Ji Woo. She might use illusions to make Seo hesitate or misinterpret the situation, allowing her to strike when he is distracted. Seo Ji Woo will need to resist her mental manipulation. His intelligence and combat experience will help him avoid being completely controlled. However, if Usuzumi can maintain her psychic pressure, Seo may start to make mistakes or falter. Final phase, Decisive Moment. If Seo Ji Woo can land a strong blow or break through Usuzumi's illusions, he has a good chance of overwhelming her physically. His versatility allows him to be unpredictable, and if he can evade her mental traps, he could end the fight with his superior physical strength. Usuzumi, however, has the potential to control the battle if Seo Ji Woo doesn't remain vigilant. She can manipulate his thoughts, causing him to act rashly or misstep. Her ability to telekinetically disarm or weaken him mentally could give her a decisive advantage if the fight stretches on. Chance of winning. Seo Ji Woo 40%. Seo Ji Woo's physical strength and adaptability are his best assets, but Usuzumi's psychic manipulation gives her a significant advantage. If Seo can break through her illusions, he could win. Usuzumi Hinageshi 60%. Usuzumi has the psychic edge in this battle, capable of manipulating Seo's mind and creating illusions to control the flow of combat. Seo's physical strength may not be enough if she can neutralize him mentally. Winner, Usuzumi Hinageshi. Usuzumi Hinageshi wins due to her psychic manipulation and illusion creation. Seo Ji Woo is a strong and adaptable fighter, but his reliance on physical power makes him vulnerable to Usuzumi's psychic attacks. She has the ability to disorient him and control his actions, giving her the upper hand in a prolonged battle.